When the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. And so for the wicked to be beareth rule, and for the whole world to be defiled under the inhabitants thereof, that means what? The leadership has got to change. Means what? If you want to make sure that the earth is no longer defiled, that means you should not be transgressing the laws anymore.
Right.
But the scripture says this: when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. When the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. And so for the wicked to be beareth rule, and for the whole world to be defiled under the inhabitants thereof, that means what? The leadership has got to change. The leadership has got to change. It's not going to be some man sitting in the White House telling the whole world what to do, or any shadow government behind closed doors telling people what to do. It's going to be right in your face. It's going to be a government run by a righteous leadership.
Right.
This so-called black man, you belong to the tribe of Judah, and through your lineage comes our king, Yahushua Mashiach.
Right.
That king right there is one that is worthy of praise, because he sacrificed everything in his life to follow God's laws and not transgress the laws. Read on.
Change the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Hold on now. Not only did they transgress the laws, but they did what?
Broken the everlasting covenant. So I can change the ordinance.
They changed the laws. Now they tell you that pork is the other white meat.
Right.
Now they tell you that shrimp, crab, and lobster is a delicacy. You go to a seafood restaurant and you're paying a premium to eat roaches and spiders and lobsters and scorpions. Water scorpions, water roaches. That's what you eat. You want to go out there and eat shrimp? That's disgusting, first of all.
Right.
If you ever lived in a Section 8 apartment, that you might as well just pick up that roach off the side of the wall and eat it. If that's the kind of diet you're trying to live by, if that's what you aspire to be like, which is crazy to me, to see that in the sections in the ghettos where our people got roaches running around, and then you got white people sitting up in these fancy restaurants paying all this money to eat food with butter on it. That's the same damn thing.
Right.
The Most High put those creatures in the ocean like oysters and clams to cleanse the ocean.
That's right.
But the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because you transgress those laws. And those oysters you're taking out of the ocean that are supposed to clean it, they're not there no more. So guess what's happening to the ocean? The ocean is defiled also. All because of the oppressor. All because of his rulership and what he thinks is right. And it ain't right. And it's never been right. But you know what has been right? God's law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Because that is what the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General Hunter is all about teaching. We come back to God's laws. We come back to the ordinances that the Most High gave for the planet Earth. Because we also understand that in this day and time, it's time for the mysteries to be revealed. For the son of perdition to be revealed. Read on.
Verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Give me verse 9.
Verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song drink.
They shall not drink wine with a song, is what it said. Read that again.
They shall not drink wine with a song.
You understand? Now, black and Hispanic, I don't know about y'all, but when you listen, I listen to a lot of Spanish music, trying to learn some Spanish. I listen to a lot of the great music from the time of the early 1900s all the way up until now today. And what you hear is there isn't happiness in the songs. That's why they call it the blues. You understand? They call it the blues because our people have been suffering for so long, suffering under the oppression, suffering under the ignorance that this place has set up for them. America sets you up for failure, but God's law, statute, commandments set you up for success.
Right.
But in this place, we have been defiled so bad that we care not for our bodies. We care not for our temples. We don't look after ourselves. That's why we turn to cigarettes. That's why we turn to marijuana. That's why we turn to every single thing that can distract my mind from the reality that I'm in. And you know what's even worse? We're in hell, and you think hell's not even that bad after all.
Right.
Not knowing that you're killing yourself with the things that you're doing to your body by taking all these substances, overindulging in things, spending the last of your paycheck to get that liquor bottle that you want to chug, and you're not even listening to music while you do it. There is no song. Read on.
No, come. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Strong drink shall what?
Be bitter to them that drink it.
Strong drink shall what?
Be bitter to them that drink it.
Now, I understand that there may be people out there that are against trying to help the homeless, trying to help people that are without. But in the I.S.U.P.K, we understand that bitterness. We understand that feeling that, oh, I need to get a couple dollars just to get something to eat, and then before you know it, you're in the liquor store getting a little bottle because it's bitterness that comes from the oppression that we've been in.
Right.
It's that depression that comes from what this place does to our people that makes us turn to that lifestyle.
That's right.
And when you understand that, then you can begin to finally understand what it takes to heal a nation of people.
Right.
Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 19. In the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding Junior Hana, when we drink, it's usually with songs and gladness because we're celebrating the high holy days and the feast days of the Most High. Here in America, our people have been suffering for so long. That's why during this time of the year, the suicide rates skyrocket. That's why at this time of the year, families and shootouts and all types of crazy stuff is always happening. You turn on the news, I bet you anything you're gonna find out about somebody dying on New Year's Day. Why? Because what goes up must come down, right? And you're gonna shoot that pistol in the air and that bullet's gonna come down somewhere. You understand? Or some fire is gonna be lit and there's gonna be a little baby holding onto a firecracker that's gonna pop in their hand and their hand gonna blow up. When are we gonna put away these childish, ridiculous, man-made traditions that the other nations put upon us?
Right.
But only through the righteous leadership under Commanding Junior Hana, who is under Christ in the I.S.U.P.K, can we actually finally find a way out of this. Because right now, you're in hell and you're trapped in hell. And the only way out is with these scriptures. There's no other way. It's not some maze that you can try to figure out some other way. You can't come up and be a rapper and be famous and think that that's what's going to save you.
Right.
And what kind of person is that to come up and leave your people behind? Just like how Moses, when he brought Israel out of Egypt, he brought us out together. He didn't try to come up and do things by himself. When Joseph was made leader over all of Egypt and all of the Pharaoh's goods, he didn't look into his brethren and be like, oh, y'all just go ahead and go back to y'all own land and take this with you. No, he set up his whole entire family to have sustenance, right, so that they would be able to survive the famine to come. Black and Hispanic men, we got to have more compassion on each other. That's and right. Understand that in order to get through this, we have to do this together. Right.